So the second question I feel a lot in putting on a fungicide application really revolves around that we'll end up with this green stem syndrome, and we'll end up, when we're ready to harvest, the stems will be green. And this has been something that has started occurring more and more, and it really is coincide with fungicide applications. But more directly, Iowa State did a study, and they figured out that when an insect comes in and feeds on this soybean, and it'll start to, the soybean will react by changing the protein that it's producing. It changes the type of protein so that insect can't digest that protein near as well, and that's what's keeping the stems greener throughout the fall. It's that change that the bean went through as a defense mechanism to try and stop that insect from feeding so heavily, because that insect isn't able to digest that protein near as well. So why do we get that green stem syndrome if we put on a fungicide and not an insecticide? It's because that fungicide's doing its job. It's no different than if we applied nitrogen or a hormone. Those beans are now more vegetative. They've got better product coming out of them. And when that happens, the insects, they sense that, and they go in and they start feeding heavier on those fungicide-treated beans. So it's imperative, in my opinion, that we put an insecticide with every fungicide application, and that's to protect, against this green stem syndrome, but it's also to allow all the tissue to get used for sunshine and not for feeding insects.